happy to have you here for a midweek edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This should be an intriguing contest. Moments away, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. I'm Brian Anderson, and with me tonight, Grant Hill and Tim Legler. And down on the sidelines is Allie LaForce. Now we have a moment to look at how the blocks have been stacking up over the past several months for Chet Holmgren.
We're just not seeing the same tenacity from him on the defensive end lately. He hasn't been blocking as many shots over the last few months, and I think it's made him a little less intimidating under the hoop.
And the Oklahoma City starting five. SGA and Wallace are the backcourt. Two big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. And it's Williams in at the small forward position. And for Philadelphia, George and Embiid are up front. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. And it's Oubre in at small forward. Tim, opening night, always a lot of fun for a broadcaster. But what's it like as a player?
Well, no matter how many years you have in the league, opening night creates more butterflies than any other night. You want to make that great first impression for sure, but you're also really excited that it starts to count.
And are you nervous right now?
Attack.
Here's Edgecombe. And he banks in the layup.
And as the rookie Edgecombe gets stronger, these baskets should become more routine. Just nice focus on that finish.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Here's Wallace. And a miss there on the triple.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
The offensive rebound. Here's Embiid. And another shot. Oh, persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Yeah, getting aggressive in the paint. Look at Joel putting his size to work.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. We talked about Jalen Williams and what he wanted to see from his team defensively against him. He told me we just have to be aware of where he is at all times. The second you lose sight of him, that's when he'll torch you. We all got to be on the same page. It seems like Williams will be a central focus for them tonight. Back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. And here's Oubre from the arc. Knocks down the triple.
That's just great vision from Embiid. He's so good at scanning the floor and finding open teammates.
All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Thanks. Well, Joel Embiid rarely wanted to share all of his cards, but coming off of what he called the most important offseason of his life, he said he cares about how he'll be remembered in the game of basketball, and he understands what remains to be done.
Chasing that ring. Shams, appreciate the report.
And he is stronger than he looks, trust me. I mean, Williams has the bulk to win those tough battles inside.
Pass to Embiid. Shoots over Hartenstein. Embiid can't hit.
He typically dominates that area of the floor. It just didn't drop.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. The three from Holmgren. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
Here's Maxey. And the layup is good off the glass.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
It's stolen by Maxey. And he gets it to go. Maxey's got his second basket. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the 76ers.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
And then there's the points off turnovers. They've really made the other team pay when they've lacked ball security.
Nails it from beyond the arc.
Well, Maxey likes when the pace picks up, and you saw it right there. No hesitation on that catch and shoot.
Gilgeous-Alexander, and the basket is good.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And something I remember from their last outing, he was excellent at the charity stripe.
Well, Legs, the last few years, big men have been owning the MVP discussion. Now, enter SGA.
Yeah, and BA, this is the scariest part. SGA has room to grow. The guy is still in his mid-20s and is arguably the best player in the game. Yeah, boy, is he dialed in perfect from the field this period.
Here's SGA, connects on the 17-footer. Gilgeous-Alexander's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Well, that's just skill by SGA. He is so good at reading defenses and understanding when he has an opportunity.
Thunder trail by 4. Holmgren outside. From deep. Rebound by Philadelphia. They're looking for a little bit of redemption in this one after the loss to them here last time.
They got crushed the last time they faced this team, and they only have themselves to blame.
They just committed too many mistakes. It was impossible to overcome.
And so Mark Degno will call a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. So it's both teams making substitutions here. All right, now that we have a break, let's take a look at which teams capitalized from the line last season. Oklahoma City, number 1.
Well, last year, they were tremendous at the line. A very fundamentally sound team shooting-wise.
Here's Mitchell. His last outing, we saw him score 22. Williams' shot is good.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Here's Lowry. Yep, that one goes.
Yeah, even inside among the bigs, Lowry can find his finish. I mean, he's that clever offensively.
Williams with the screen. Williams finds Williams. No good from outside. The Sixers lead by 7. And here's Edwards outside. And the 76ers another 3.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
51 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Yeah, making the slam look second nature. Once Dort sees the launching pad, he's ready to take off.
Maxey, that's good.
And he's carried them this quarter. A dominant offensive stretch.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Thunder. Three-pointer. No good there.
Well, that's a tough rebound there to secure, but he put all of his size in there in order to secure it.
From the arc. Knocks it down from distance. Maxey's got 17.
And they're behind right now because they're failing to play quality defense. It's that simple.
Pass to Joe. There's the 3. Edwards pulls it in. Maxey attacking. Up and in on the layup. Maxey's got 19 points.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
Well, these days, interior offense takes great determination and discipline.
What a performance for Tyrese Maxey. He has been the story for Philadelphia. He's found his range, hitting 3 triples in the quarter. And more NBA action on 2K Sports. Coming your way right after this. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. A comfortable margin for the 76ers here, guys.
On the front foot, really right off the tip. They've been ruthless offensively.
Well, they haven't been challenged so far. Everything they're doing seems to be working.
They've got Joel Embiid. Trendon Watford is out there with Quentin Grimes. Then there's Edwards, and it's Barlow in at the 4. That's the group for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Joel Embiid over the years has had some tough luck with injuries. He said, I've broken my face twice I came back early with the risk of losing my vision, broken fingers. I still came back. I wish I was as lucky as others, but that doesn't mean I'm not trying to do whatever it takes to be out there. Guys, back to you.
Thanks a lot, Allie.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now. Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
And that one's good. Holmgren.
And this is where Holmgren is such a scoring threat. His size can make interior shots easier to find.
Tim, watching Chet Holmgren, he brings a lot to the table.
Well, absolutely, Brian. He's got a wingspan of 7.5 feet, but still has touch from deep. It's really something to marvel at. Chet is redefining what a stretch big can be in the NBA.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call a timeout here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And the 76ers going with a whole new group out there. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's George. Uses the glass to finish the layup. George has got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, it takes a lot of focus to play through that kind of defense.
So Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Timmy, look at some of the elite defenses over the years. What sets a great defense apart from the rest?
Well, three main things: personnel, scheme, and effort. But also BA, switchability in the modern game is a huge part, as well as communication.
We think about defenses one-on-one, mano-a-mano. It's so much more than that, though.
It's 5 guys on a string.
Oklahoma City making a switch here. SGA's checked in. And taking a look at last year's stats. Here were the players that led the way in terms of steals. 5th is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Last year, he was really opportunistic defensively, creating havoc.
So it's Oklahoma City now. They trail by 14. Dort for 3. And it's Bona with a rebound. Philadelphia's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Well, Grant, you look up and down this Thunder roster. It is just loaded with winning players.
Yeah, BA, guys who are going to make the right play, defend their spot, move without the ball. I mean, they've built something special in OKC, piece by piece.
Here's Joe, following the score by Philadelphia. The shot by Dort, no good. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. And Edgecombe gets it to go.
A solid finisher in close. Edgecombe's agility lets him find good angles.
SGA passes to Joe. Dort for 3. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
It's been a rough quarter for him. I think patience can help. Take the shots that are there. Don't force it.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
Pass to Joe to stop the run. Rebound by Philadelphia. George in the post. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Basket counts.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
And here's SGA. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. So Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And teams built to win now don't always have the young pieces that Philly does, Lex.
Yeah, BA, particularly in their backcourt. Nice drafting and great trades have given them an abundance of talent.
Embiid, he's checked in for Bona. Then for Oklahoma City, Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Jalen Williams comes in for Dort. And it's Wallace in for Joe. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
Well, that is a beautiful stroke by Holmgren off the catch. That's how much confidence he has in himself.
Here's Embiid. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Embiid's gotten his second bucket of the game.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work. And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Here's Edgecombe. And the layup is good. Edgecombe's got 7 points for the quarter.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. This one for three. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Here's Embiid. He picked up 33 points in their last win against Boston.
And let's not discount what he did from the line. He stopped the clock and gave his team a chance to set up their half-court defense.
So far, Grant, we've seen some encouraging intangibles from VJ Edgecombe.
Yeah, you know, he reminds me of Victor Oladipo or even a Dwayne Wade physically. Just an explosive athlete. And I love the way he uses that strength and quickness at the defensive end of the floor. The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
Well, it's simple math. You've got to limit teams to one shot on your defensive end and then give yourself extra possessions when you have the ball.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, the Sixers are trying to pull it all together. Joel Embiid said, we still can compete for a championship, but this is going to take time. We have a lot of talent, but we still have to go out and actually do it. It's just hard. We've got a pretty good chance to accomplish something. Brian, back to you.
It's all about health. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. From deep, Holmgren. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Embiid's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Oubre. The layup off target.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Here's SGA. Here's Hartenstein. They can't stop the run with that one.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Well, you just marvel at Tyrese Maxey's talent. He can take over a game now anytime he wants.
Pass to Williams. Shot's good. SGA making the play. SGA's got 3 assists tonight.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers firmly in control with an impressive 28-point lead as the quarter ends. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks a lot. Well, Coach Nurse, seems like your defensive execution has been pretty sound. What are you seeing from your team?
Really solid, right? Not very many mistakes. We're helping where we're supposed to help. We're sending guys the right direction. Pretty solid.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
Taking a look here now at the 76ers, like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah, everyone starts out undefeated. It is a hopeful time of year for everybody. And let's talk now about the game we've been watching. What a terrific first half for the Philadelphia 76ers.
That rim is looking awfully big to them right now. I'm telling you, even though those shots are tough, they're going in.
Yeah, this lead is monstrous, and there's still another half to go. And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Without question, Tyrese Maxey displaying all his skills today.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
Philadelphia's gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. On the court for the Thunder, Wallace and Williams run the wings. 2 big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. And it's SGA in at the 1. And the Thunder shooting around 39%. They'd like to get that higher. You know, Tim, when it comes to deflections and steals, who's better than the Thunder?
The answer, nobody. They pressure the ball, they run swarms of defenders at you, and they have a way of overwhelming and exhausting their opponents.
On the wing, Wallace. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 assists in the game. Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance.
Well, he's done everything you want offensively. Great shot selection, and he is a big reason why they have the lead.
Williams passes to Wallace. From deep, Holmgren. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Embiid's got rebound number 8 now.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Third quarter off to a great start offensively. That's 3 of their first 4 they've made.
And the call will be against Kelly Oubre. That's his first foul of the game. Maxey against SGA. With the drive, Wallace, the pass to Holmgren.
That's a cold start out of the break. Only 1 of his first 4 has he gotten to go.
Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. Pass to Wallace. The 3 is up. The Thunder with another miss.
This is definitely not how they envisioned starting the second half.
George for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. George has got 7.
Whatever they said at halftime, it is working. They look super confident out there.
To end the run. And it's Holmgren missing.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor.
Tim, growing up in the D.C. area, at what point did you fall in love with the sport of basketball?
Well, B.A., the first team I loved were the Washington Bullets in the late 70s with Elvin Hayes. They won that 1 championship in Washington. But Larry Bird coming into the league in 1980 really changed everything for me. That's when I truly fell in love with the sport, emulating a guy like that.
Greatest player from the DMV?
Oh, I guess I'd have to say Kevin Durant, certainly.
And Tim Legler, of course.
Even better answer.
George outside. The 3 ball. Gets the 3 to fall. George has got 6 here in the quarter.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
Well, you have to love the execution, and you have to love the relentlessness.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Now Philadelphia with it. They're on a 15-3 run. Maxey lays it up and banks it in. 31 points for Tyrese Maxey.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
The Thunder shooting around 33%. Not the best offensive efficiency. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
They just need a spark. This is when your leaders have to step up.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
Well, whatever they talk.
And they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed.
The previous play is under review.
Gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Nice round of applause for your 76ers ENT.
Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. Mitchell comes in for Wallace. And a chance now to look at the highest scoring teams in the league from last season. The Thunder, 4th.
And last year, I liked watching this team operate on the offensive end. The ball movement, the patience, the confidence. You love seeing all that come together.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Kicks it out to Holmgren to stop the drought. Unable to get that one.
So far, he hasn't done a lot of damage from three. Only had that one in the first half.
And for the Sixers, the growth of Tyrese Maxey has been everything, Grant.
Oh my, his growth both with his play, but also with his leadership has meant a lot. And he has such a joyful energy. It really helps pull this team together.
The kick out to Williams. Pass to Holmgren. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
Well, his poor shooting hasn't helped them much, but you can't point the finger solely at him for why they're behind.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Some room here for Williams. Oh, and a great assist by SGA. That one goes in. And that's now 7 points for Jalen Williams. The 76ers have gone 8 of 10 in the third and looking in control. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Williams' shot is good. Williams has got 10.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. You love seeing these type of results.
Drummond against Williams. Tries again. Drummond with the bucket. Drummond's got his first bucket in this one.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Here's Williams. The three from Holmgren. The shot comes out.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
Embracing his role as a leader for this squad, Lowry recognizes the importance of this in terms of developing his teammates.
Philadelphia shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And Philadelphia making a change here. Grimes is checked in. Then for Oklahoma City, Wiggins, he's checked in for Chet Holmgren. Dort comes in for Williams. And Isaiah Joe subbed in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Edwards. He goes up again. And Drummond with the lay-in. Drummond's gotten 4 this quarter.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
There's 14 seconds left in the third. Now here's Dort. Now Mitchell. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers making this game a no contest. They poured it on early, and they've never let up. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
Well, he made the right play. It didn't have to be a highlight reel play, and that's all you can ask from any position.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Edwards out there with Quentin Grimes. Then it's Andre Drummond. Then there's Jabari Walker. And it's Barlow in at the 4 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Here's Drummond. Yes, and it's Edwards picking up the assist.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Oklahoma City shooting a low 31%. Their offense is lacking. Right side, Williams. Dort for 3. Rebound by the 76ers. Edwards for 3. He can't get that one to fall.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.
Outside Mitchell, back to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. There's the triple. And another miss by Oklahoma City. And the 76ers shooting has been on another level, 68% for the game.
Yeah, he gives up a few inches to most of his matchups, but his ability to rise above always gives him a chance.
Pass to Dort, lets a 3 fly, sends it home from three-point land.
Yeah, talk about a guy who made himself into a solid three-point shooter. Lou Dort.
Here's Barlow, over Holmgren. Barlow misses. Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Now here's Holmgren. Fires the 3. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Grimes. Got it.
If you give him any sort of space, he's going to attack.
Oklahoma City has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. The 3 from Mitchell. Rebound by Philadelphia. Drummond's got 11 rebounds in the game. It's Edwards with a drive, and Edwards slams it in.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. From deep, Mitchell. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Barlow with a bucket.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And that's just good coaching. They have made the better adjustments.
Such a wide open look.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
And Philadelphia calls time here. A big group substitution here for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Jalen Williams comes in for Dort. Wallace, he's checked in for Joe. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Mitchell. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. George's shot is good.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
The Thunder have got 2 of 8 shots to drop in the final quarter. Williams from long range. Shot's good. SGA making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 assists now in the game. And so it's Embiid who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. And here's Oubre from the arc. Counted from distance.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth. showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a three, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
The three from Edgecombe. Hartenstein pulls it in. The Thunder have gotten just 3 of 9 shots to go in, struggling this fourth quarter. Here's Wallace. George with the block.
And look, you got to remember, Paul George originally made a name for himself in this league with his defense.
Maxey, that's good.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Well, the volume has been there, but so has the efficiency, which is why they're in control of this game.
The shot's good.
And every single season, Williams seems to get better as a scorer. He has accepted more responsibility and a much bigger role throughout his career. And wow, is he having a big night tonight.
To the middle. Here's SGA. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the 76ers.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And with this victory, they managed to avoid the embarrassment of getting totally swept in this season series.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, he was just laser focused in that game. It got to the point where you just knew if he shot it, it was going in.
Williams from long range. Oh, and a great assist by SGA. That one goes in.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
Yeah, it's too little, too late at this point, but at least they have something to build on going forward.
Embiid's shot is good.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
They are playing with so much confidence. They've been clutch all the way around.
And the shot's good.
Well, that bucket from SGA just shows you a lot of grit.
Maxey, that's good. Maxey's got 35 in the game.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Yeah, the atmosphere in this arena has been unbelievable. Great all-around effort by everyone to put this game away.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. And the shot falls short that time. SGA deciding where to go with it. Pass to Williams. And here's Holmgren. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Joel, tonight was a statement win. What is it that people should know about this team?
You know, we're tough, especially defensively. That's our motto. We want to guard, we want to get stops, and I think we did that pretty well tonight. But you know, we young, we're learning every day, and we're gonna be really good.
The more reps, the better, and a lot to look forward to in the future. Thanks, Joel.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For reporter Allie LaForce and for Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for joining us. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Tyrese Maxey.